And thank you for tuning in to today's Spiritual Hack Mankind's panel call with Dr. Clint G. Rogers, guys. He's a university researcher, CEO of Wisdom of the World, and best-selling author of Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer, a Western Skeptic, and an Eastern Master, and Life's Greatest Secrets. Today, Clint is going to be sharing one of the secrets to manifesting mystical miracles of love. Ooh, tell us about this. How do we do it?
Oh man, that was awesome. Awesome introduction, Jessica. I want to learn. All right, so fun that you're joining this call. You know, of all the things you could be doing with your time right now, you've chosen to spend this time now here, learning about how to manifest more mystical miracles of love in your life. And how cool is that? Actually, what more powerful thing could you learn than this? And what if it's so simple that you could have done it all along, you just didn't know what the principles were? And what if now you're tracking back? Because my guess is if you're watching this, if you're attracted to this call on spirituality, Hack Mankind Spirituality, you already probably have seen a lot of miracles in your life. And you probably have a really spiritual sensitivity, and you're just looking to refine it or nourish yourself. Well, I'm excited because what you're gonna learn today and how you can apply it really could change your whole life forever. So what is the principle? Over the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be sharing 3 secrets, 3 principles that actually I learned as a result of working with this master healer in the book, Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. Jessica mentioned it's about a Western skeptic, an Eastern master, and life's greatest secrets. So here is this master healer, Dr. Naram. It's actually, it looks like miracles, but it's based on an ancient science. But just for the purpose of what we're talking about, because it just catches you in such a state of awe, such a state of wonder. And it fills you up with a certain kind of like, I don't know, like, actually one way to describe it, one of the participants, I do this 30-day experiment, this 30-day game where people can apply these principles for 30 days and see what happens. And the last one that we did was actually a 6-week game. We had 1,500 people participate from all over the world. One of the participants from Hungary said it was the first time since he was a kid that his heart opened up again to the wonder of magic, you know, of like really seeing magical, this mystical miracle things happen. As a result, he'd been wanting something to happen for 10 years. He'd been working actually on a manuscript and looking for a publisher for some huge amount of years. And as a result of playing this game, of doing this experiment, he found a publisher and he was so happy. And as he's actually working on helping translate the book, and he was just sharing so many insights, so many miraculous, beautiful insights that he's had as a result of it. So I've seen this work over and over and over and over again, and it makes me so happy that I get to share this now with you. And I want to start with telling you a story of someone that I met with Dr. Naram in France, actually in Paris. And at first I was in Italy with Dr. Naram, and I was at his clinics and I saw so many amazing cases. And this woman came who was 56 years old, and she was really clear that what she wanted was to have a baby. Now the problem was she'd been in menopause for a long time, okay? And so I guess I should share the principle and then tell the story. The number one principle for helping manifest miracles in your life is you get clear on what do you want? What do you want? Over and over again in this book, and well, in my 10 years of travel with this master healer, we'd always ask people, what do you want? So Jessica, I could even ask you, what do you want? Do you know what you want? What do you want?
Oh my goodness, yes. I want, so does it have to be just one thing, or do we just like, we could have, as you know, I do the passion test, so I have like my top 5 things, but do you recommend people to like have one thing to answer it and have that one main thing and focus on that? Or is it okay to have 5 or more?
You can have more, but you'd be surprised how difficult it is for most people to come up with one. You know, it like takes a little time. Takes a little bit of time, but just give me one. What's one thing that you want? What's your number one priority right now?
Oh my goodness. Right now, my number one priority right now has been to support those who are in suffering when it comes to relationships. So I'm launching this thing called Makeup or Breakup, and decide once and for all in 5 days, because I feel I've had so many girlfriends and people I coach and people I work with where they've been in relationship where they're suffering and they're like one foot in, one foot out. And I can so see like how hard it is for some people to make a decision. And so I want to end that suffering, because we don't need to be in that suffering. We're either in or we're either out. And so we need to make a decision, and helping and supporting those through and others through that. So I think that's really what I've been focusing on a lot of my time lately. And I really want to end that suffering to the people that are around me and people that reach out and that I can support. And yeah, does that answer your
So
question?
powerful. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. What a very powerful gift you can give people, because how many people go on in relationships, they're unhappy, they're too afraid to end it, but they don't know how to make it happy again. What a gift you give them. Makeup or breakup. Wow, that's such a catchy title too. I love it. Really cool, Jessica. Yeah, this master healer, Dr. Ram, he said 95% of people don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. 3% of people, he said, know what they want, but they never achieve it because they don't have the right tools or technology. He said 1% of people, they know what they want, they achieve it, but they can never enjoy it because in the process of achieving it, they get all kinds of health problems or relationship problems, like you're talking about, kid problems, which is another kind of relationship problem, or back problem, diabetes, whatever. So only 1% of people know what they want, they achieve it, and they enjoy it. But first of all, you have to get clear on what do you want. So in Italy, I met this 56-year-old woman. She was clear on what she wanted. She wanted to have a baby. Okay. But now what do you do? She's in menopause, And so at this moment when I met her, Dr. Ram told me a story about a woman in Paris who I later met, this woman in Paris, who was almost 50 years old and came to Dr. Ram, said, I want to have a baby. And Dr. Ram said, very good. Now at that point, Dr. Giovanni, who's a medical doctor, trained at one of the top universities in Italy, said to Dr. Ram, can we talk for a moment? Dr. Ram was like, sure. So they kind of went over to the side. Dr. Giovanni's like, Dr. Ram, what do you mean very good? It's not very good. She's been in menopause for 6 years. You know menopause, Dr. Ram? Dr. Ram's like, yeah, I know menopause. Very good. She wants to have a baby. Dr. Giovanni's like, no, not very good. Not possible. And Dr. Ram says, oh, it's not about what you want, Dr. Giovanni. It's about what she wants. And Dr. Giovanni was so flustered. He's like, no, Dr. Ram, it's not about what she wants. She's in menopause. Anyway, Dr. Ram says, you be quiet. Just let me do my work. So at this point, Dr. Ram went back to this beautiful woman. Her name is Helene. And he says, okay, so you want to have a baby? She's like, yeah. And he says, he just wanted to tease out, is it a real burning desire or just a passing like whim, like a wish, like a whimsical wish, like I want to win the lottery or something, And for her, it was a burning desire. And so they gave Dr. Ram the confidence that he could help her. He says, I'm not God, but if you have a burning desire, you're clear on what you want, then so many mystical miracles are possible. So in this lineage, they have 6 instruments that I reveal in this book, 6 kind of keys, secret keys for how anyone can be young at any age. Actually the story in the book right before her story is a couple who's 80 years old, 82, 86. Oh,
I
it
love
was so
that
embarrassing.
story.
Here's a picture of them. She's so happy. Look at her picture. She's happy because at that age, they're still making love 3 times a week. 3 times a week. And she's so happy to tell me about it. I was so embarrassed to hear all the details. But as she's sharing, you can see how happy Dr. Naram is that she was clear on what she wanted. And she was determined to do what was required to have it happen. As a result, you know, her and her husband are at that age, like having a love life that many newlyweds don't have, you know? So what's possible really? And what can happen for you when you have a burning desire? And especially when you have a burning desire that's based in love. You know, it comes out of love. I actually call this a love story because it was love for my father that pushed me beyond what I thought was logical. I started as a skeptic, but it pushed me beyond what I thought was logical into a world where now I see, you know, these things that look like miracles happening all the time, but it's based on a science. So this woman was clear on what she wanted. She followed all of the principles. She changed her diet. She started taking herbs. She called up Dr. Ram after like, I don't know, it was like 9 months, something like that. And she was so excited. He's like, why are you so excited? She's like, because Dr. Ram, I'm getting cramps. She was so happy. She is getting cramps again. You know, not many women would be so excited about that, but she was really happy because she knew her desire and this was a step in the process. A couple months later, she called Dr. Ram, so emotional. She's like, Dr. Ram, I don't know how to tell you this, but my period started again. Dr. Ram said he was so happy he wanted to start dancing. And then after that, every month her period was so regular. She said it was like I was 20 years old again, or 20 years young. And she felt like this was like an amazing miracle. And she actually calls it a modern science, a miracle of both modern science and the ancient science, because the ancient science gave her period back again, and then modern science, actually, this is the funny part of the story. She called Dr. Ram. She's like, Dr. Ram, I need your help. He's like, what? I thought everything was going well. She's like, yeah, but I have another really big problem. He's like, what? I don't have a boyfriend. I don't know what to do. I don't have a boyfriend. He's like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do about that? You want me to pull out an herbal tablet that's called, you know, healthy boyfriend formula? So anyway, she actually decided to go the route of artificial insemination and had some other procedures happen. And as a result of that, I met this beautiful, beautiful baby. And you can see her picture right here. Dr. Said he felt like he'd been given something better than the Nobel Prize. And she said, I felt complete. I asked her, I says, what does it feel like to be a mother? Actually, the website associated with the book, you can hear me interview her. And I was like, what does it feel like to be a mother? And she just got emotional. She's like, I feel complete, you know? And even though she's a single mother, she's doing an amazing job because she was clear on what she wanted. So in the next two sessions, I'm going to share the other two principles, but you don't want to get too hung up on it, what you write about what you want, because sometimes mystical miracles can exceed what you thought you wanted, you know, but at least it puts you in the right direction of what your soul is calling you for. And you write it in a gratitude statement as if it's already happened. So for instance, in her case, she would have written, I'm so grateful that I have a healthy, happy baby, you know, or whatever it is. And this elderly couple, you know, we're so grateful we have a vibrantly, you know, expressive, dynamic, love-filled relationship in every way, you know. And so for you, what is it? I'm so grateful I lost weight. I'm so grateful I have a job I love. I'm so grateful that I have a relationship that fulfills me. I'm so grateful I have, you know, for me, this is kind of a funny one, but I set a goal of, I wanted to do, I could only do 11 pull-ups, and I wanted to double it. If I wanted to get to 22 pull-ups, I just wrote, I'm so grateful I can do 22 pull-ups. Every day for 30 days, I would just read it and I exercise. And at the end of it, I was so happy when I could do it. Now, just the other day, I did 27 pull-ups in a row. It's so fun. So you can actually set a goal. It's not really a goal. It's like expressing a desire in the form of a gratitude statement, and it propels you on a path. Now, don't get too hung up on it, because sometimes the miracles that'll happen are so unexpected. That's what a miracle is. You can't predict it. It puts you in a state of awe and wonder, because you know it's something beyond what you could have done on your own, what you could have controlled on your own. So in the next two times, Jessica and everybody watching, we're going to go through the other two secrets about how you can experience more mystical miracles of love in your life, so you can be like Helena, so you can be like this beautiful elderly couple, so you can have not only, it's a difference between, Dr. Ram said, there's a difference between success and fulfillment. You know, a lot of people succeed, or actually not a lot of people succeed, but many people succeed, but they're not fulfilled. You know, where's the wonder? Where's the magic? You know, and what's beautiful about this is when you you really don't have a judgment about what you want. And don't make it right or wrong. Dr. Om actually asked one woman, "What do you want?" And she looked at her husband. He's like, "No, I don't want to know what he wants for you. I want to know what you want." And she would express what she wanted, but she was hesitant because she looked again over to him. He's like, "No, it's not about what your husband wants. It's not about what your parents want. It's not even about what you think is possible or what you think is right or wrong. You just have a desire. What is it you want?" And just play this game. Write it on a sheet of paper and a gratitude statement as if you already have it. And then next week, we're going to share the next things that you do that will just put your soul on a path of having more joy, more miracles of love, and launching you into that direction of real fulfillment. So from my heart to your heart, from India, me, and I don't know if you can see him behind me. Can you see Milo behind me sleeping there? We just
I,
went for a long walk.
I don't
Miracle
see him.
Milo.
Maybe behind you. I can see the,
Oh,
oh, there he
there he
is.
is. Yeah, he's a little bit tired right now because I've been walking him really hard. But I just want to say from us and all the Hack Mankind panelists, and we believe in you, and that's why we're doing this. That's why we're investing our time and all our energy and effort and money and whatever, because we believe in you. We believe whatever stage of life you're in right now, the future can be better, and not just incrementally better, but infinitely better. Just one little shift, one little hack can change your whole life. So from my heart to your heart, just want to say I love you and I'm with you. Looking forward to next week. Don't miss it because it's going to be amazing. Namaste.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Clint. Really appreciate it. And as Clint said, make sure to tune in next week to our next call so you get the other two secrets. And so, as always, thank you so much for joining us on Hack Mankind and exploring the dimensions of our own heart and soul to discover the answers that lie within you. Thanks again, and we'll catch you real soon next week. Bye, guys. Bye, Clint.
Yeah, bye-bye.